Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. We're about to leave in the next probably about 2 days for the Hot Rod Power Tour. So starting to load it up here. Got some tools. Got some more tools and stuff there, some water. I bought a brand new fuel pump for this just in case. Some extra stuff, fire extinguishers. Then I got my storage boxes in here. Got some water, got a bottle jack, another fire extinguisher, stuff in there. Here I got some tools. I got a little floor jack down there, some brake fluid, the extra computer, 4-way, some straps, scanner. I still got a bunch more stuff to go. I need to bring some oil, transmission fluid, stuff like that. You'll probably pick that up on the way. This car, it's full of all fluids. I've probably driven it 400 or 500 miles, and it hasn't used anything. It doesn't leak any fluids whatsoever. The spare tires in here, still aired up. I still need a big space for my suitcase and dog food and you know, water bowls and dog food bowls and stuff for them. Okay, so there's 2 kennels near me. I went by, well, one of them had a website. $30 for 1 dog per day, $25 for each additional dog, so it's going to be $55 a day. I think I'm probably going to be gone 2 days there, 2 days back, plus 5, so that's at least 9 days. Probably be $500. So I went to the other one that was close, and the wife runs it. She wasn't there though. She wasn't actually going to be. I went there in the morning, and she wasn't going to be back till 6, so she wasn't going to be there all day. Which says. Get to that in a minute. So the husband was there, nice guy. He says, oh, she'll do it cheaper than anybody else and all this and that, and he didn't know the prices. But so I said, well, can I see the pens where they're going to be staying? And they had a little room. I didn't go in it, but it was like air conditioned room. And I said, well, they don't need that, just the cheapest. They can be outside, you know, because I got this pen here and it's shady. Oh, it'll be cheaper outside, yeah. So he showed me these pens. There was a big pen about this size of my carport here to walk them around. But the other ones, and they were full of dogs. And they were quiet when I pulled up, but when they couldn't see me pull up, they were far away. But when the old man and me walked up to them, they started barking, and all of them barked. There must have been, who knows, 20, 30 dogs there. So the pens were about 2 foot by 5 foot. Very, very small. They're mostly small dogs in there. And not very much room at all, really. So he doesn't bother with that. The wife does. But she was away all day. Because he was saying, oh, well, this big pen, they take them out and can walk them around. Well, if she ain't going to be back till 6 o'clock, she didn't walk any of them dogs all day. Not that I cared too much, but 9 days without being walked in a cramped up little thing. So he started saying prices about $40 or something a day, so he didn't know for sure. I'll just call my wife when she gets home. So I don't know, it's probably be $400 or $500. So I kind of decided to bring them with me. Okay, puppy's getting kind of old. I don't know, her body's giving out on her. It's not really a common hip problem with German Shepherds. I've had them before where they get the hip dysplasia and all that. It's not that, it's just, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to get into it, but she's had a couple of what I call like a mini strokes, where she kind of wakes up or gets in a daze and shakes her head and doesn't know where she's at there for a little while. She can't even get up. She tries to struggle. She can't get her back end up. Now, she's only done it twice here in the last probably year. But who knows if she's done it out here when I'm not looking in the pen. I don't know. And she kind of walks. Some back legs wobble, and then sometimes her front legs wobble. And sometimes she tilts her head a little bit when she's walking, and she don't walk very far. She'll walk a lap with us around and then stop and rest here, because I'll take Nikki on a walk 4 or 5 laps around the place because she's young. And so anyway, I don't want to ramble too much here. This video is going to be on going to the trip there, but I just want to let y'all know why I'm taking the dogs. I think they'd be too traumatized at that place with all them dogs barking and who knows what, and too cramped, and thinking they're abandoned. And you know, because Puppy, she's 11 and a half. She's never been, I've only left her alone for like half a day at a time. She goes everywhere with me, whether it's to the grocery store or picking up cars or whatever. But lately I've been leaving her in the pen here the last few weeks. And of course Nikki's blind. She's gonna freak out of unknown stuff. She's doing great now. Hey Nikki, how you doing, girl? You doing good? We'll go for a walk here in a little bit, okay? You ready to go for a walk in a little while? So, bringing her to a new pen with dogs, she's not gonna like it at all. So I'm gonna bring him with me. The Hot Rod Power Tour site said didn't say anything about bringing dogs. Last year they just said not recommended. Okay, and the other thing is it's going to be a lot warmer. Last year it was over 100 degrees every day, just bright, sunny. This year I actually looked it up about 3 or 4 days ago. I need to look up I looked up the temperature for each city. Starts in Atlanta, ends in Bristol, Tennessee, and I checked it for the days of the Hot Rod Power Tour next week. And mid to high 80s, which would be great. Not no hundreds. Bristol's going to be the coolest at 81. And then I think Atlanta might be 89. And I think Bristol said chance of rain. Maybe the other one in Columbia, south or north, I can't remember. One of them had chance of rain. But I haven't looked at it in a few days. I'm going to look up before I leave and mark down what it's going to be. So I don't think the temperature will be bad at all. Kind of thing I'm worried about is all that Canadian fire is all heading. They said it's already into Atlanta. So if that gets worse, New York just looks like a friggin' bomb went off. It's all friggin' hazy. You gotta wear masks outside and shit. Well, I guess probably the whole Northeast now. But they said it's crept down to Atlanta and possibly could go farther south, which all these cities around it is not very within a couple 100 miles of Atlanta. It's North Carolina, South Carolina. So I don't know. Hopefully it won't get any worse than it is now. But it'll keep the sun down. It'll probably look like, right now it's fixing to be dark here in about an hour or so. So it looks kind of hazy. So if it looks like this, that'd be fine. Keep the sun from beating down. Because I never did get the AC working in this. Had it working, but it's got a leak. I give up on it. Okay, so anyway, the car's running great. Doesn't use no fluids. It's ready to go. The only thing is all them new front control arm bushings are squeaking a little bit. They squeak a little bit when you go over bumps, but what can you do about it? They all got little nipples there to grease them, and I greased them all. You know, who knows why they squeak, but I'm not going to worry about it. Everything feels nice and tight. Front end's nice and tight. when I took it to my dad's place there, the last video on this. The skid plate I built didn't hit nothing. It's 4 inches off the ground. That's it, that skid plate. I thought I started with 7 from the old pan to the ground, but I don't know what happened. I probably lost an inch putting the skid plate on it, so it should have been 5. I don't know what happened to the other 2. Maybe it's from the suspension settling down. Okay, yeah, last video we checked the gas mileage, 20.27 miles to the gallon. Runs great, runs low RPM there at highway speeds. It's gonna be great. Didn't overheat, didn't even get past half on the temperature gauge, so everything looks good. Bringing extra stuff with me. Okay, puppy will ride up front. I'll show you here. Now I thought this seat reclined all the way back. Here's the handle here. Well, it's kind of hard to. Anyway, it only goes down about 3/4. I took the back seat out here and put in this blanket for Nikki. It's a little bit lumpy because of the, you know, deal for the seat to go in and stuff, but I think she can find a good spot to lay down and not be uncomfortable. So that's for Nikki. I'll have the windows about halfway down, sunroof open, lots of airflow. I got 2 fans up there. So I think they'll be comfortable, guys. And the other thing I can do, I don't really want to walk both dogs. Nikki may freak out a little bit around people. I don't know. Like if I'm around her, around other people, when somebody makes a sudden move, she senses it and kind of wants to dart away. So I don't know what she's going to be like in public trying to walk around the facilities there. I might try it, walking them both with leashes, but puppy I don't think she's going to be able to walk very far. So I'm thinking I could, maybe for 1 day, 2 days, find a boarding dog kennel close by, drop them off in the morning, go to the facility during the day, and come and pick them up before I get a motel or hit the next town. So I could do that. I may do that. Because all the facilities are going to be the same inside. They're all going to have the same vendors and all that. So basically once you see one, you've seen them all. So I'm not really too concerned about walking around in all them. So I might do it for 1 day. Most of the time, probably just hang out in the parking lot. Last year I just drove around videoing all the hot rods and cars and stuff in the parking lots. I do a lot of that. Probably find a nice grassy area, hopefully with some shade, and just kind of sit on the tailgate and let the dogs eat and drink water, stuff like that. That's probably what I'll be doing. So if you want to meet up with me, just look for the car. I may put some of the Clunkers and Classics bumper stickers around here so people can see it. Especially, I'm going to try to do all the little tours through the cities from one venue to another. I got the maps. You know, some are 100 miles, some are 200 miles, and they gave you the route, and all the local people will be out there in their lawn chairs and waving and yelling and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to do all them this year. Last year it was kind of a mess because it was so friggin' hot, and construction and traffic jams and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be in no rush this year. I know what to expect going to the venues and stuff, so may do that. But yeah, I'll probably just hang out in the parking lots, and there is a lot of people hang out there in their lawn chairs and bullshit, so probably do some of that. Just let the dogs do what they're doing now, just kind of hang out. If I can find a shady spot. Last year it was just so sunny all the time that it was hard. But like I said, if it's overcast and stuff, even 85 degrees, it'll be great. Okay guys, I know I've rambled a lot, but that's the prelude to the trip. So the next time I come back, we'll be in the car, cruising down the highway. We're gonna go through a lot of states. Okay, so from here, where I'm at, to Atlanta, I'm at the Oklahoma-Texas border, is 850 miles. But then it's 950 miles back from Bristol, Tennessee to my place. So it's 100 miles more. Now, I don't know exactly what route that is, but the nearest interstate to get there fast is probably 2 hours for me, to go 2 hours south and then across to I-20 and then up to Atlanta that way. You'll be going a lot more south. Now, I can go straight across from Sherman, Texas on Highway 82, but it's probably going to be a lot of stop and go. But I think I'll probably take that route. I'm going to give me a day extra, just in case something happens or whatever. So anyway, next time you see me, we'll be cruising on Highway 82, heading straight to Atlanta, and we'll see how everything's going. So, okay, so I think that's it. That's it for the introduction to the trip. And so this video will just be getting to Atlanta, and then I'll get a motel. See, the only other thing is I like the interstates better because they have a lot of rest stops. Every 75, 100 miles or so, they get a rest stop, which is great. You can just pull in there, take a nap, let the dogs out. These other little highways, I don't think they have rest stops, but I usually find a way, little open areas there to stop and stuff. So that's what I got to kind of look for. But I'm giving myself a couple of days, so I don't know if I'll get anyway, I'll get a motel the night before the first day, which is on a Monday. So I'll probably get a Motel 6, most likely I'll be staying at. They allow pets. Be getting that Sunday night, near Atlanta, somewhere near the facility. But I heard Atlanta's kind of a rough city, so I don't know exactly where I need to be or not to be. So I don't know. Anyway, near Atlanta, it's going to be the Atlanta, what is it? Atlanta Motor Speedway, whatever it's called. Near there somewhere and that's outside of Atlanta, so probably all right. So, but then again, it might be all booked up if I get it too close. But anyway, I'll find one that's open, and then I'll end this video and post it, I guess, that Sunday night, so it'll be out like Monday morning. And I love hotels because they got the fast internet. Because me here, I got this satellite thing. This will take about 12 hours average to upload a hour video. You go to a motel, get their high speed, or in any major city, 10 minutes. And that's last year, it was like amazing. I was expecting to upload the video and go to sleep and wait, still be uploading the next morning. Nope, 10 minutes later it was uploaded. So anyway, I'll upload it for Monday morning, and then once I'm there, I'll make a video every day, I guess. And kind of like last year, going around looking at all the cars. If I go inside the venue, I'll bring it. If I meet anybody there, record them, or any other YouTubers or whatever. Stop and rest stops and show the dogs and stuff like that. Okay, so that'll be the gist of the videos. Okay, so yeah, next time you see me, I'll be heading down the highway. Okay, we'll see you. Okay guys, we're on the highway to Atlanta. About 850 to 900 miles to go. Yeah, we got Puppy here. Nikki back there. They're doing great. It's about 10:30 in the morning. Left a little late. I'm actually leaving about it. We're gonna have about a day to spare before it begins on Monday. So I don't know. I was just itching to go, starting to pack. It's like, so I don't know what I'll do for an extra day. Just so I'm in no rush. So this is Highway 82 out of Sherman, Texas, and I thought I could take this pretty much all the way, but it's going to go through a lot of towns and probably not going to be any rest stops. I like stopping at the rest stops for the dogs and everything, although I could probably find places. So yeah, anyway, went through little Oklahoma, a little bit of Oklahoma, Texas. We're headed to, taking this to Texarkana, which is in Arkansas. So then right from Arkansas, I think we're gonna go south about an hour and then hit Interstate I-20. And I-20 will go all the way into Atlanta. It'll go east and then it'll go a little bit north to Atlanta. But it's about the same distance if I took this road or the other roads, or I-20 or this 82. So I think we'll hit I-20. I know there's lots of rest stops on there. We got an extra day, so I may just sleep over at a rest stop or two, maybe 2 days. No use wasting money on a motel when you don't need a shower or nothing. So anyway, yeah, I marked the speedometer or odometer. My odometer on my dash is 83 miles for every actual 100 miles, and I can't do it with this unless I leave the power onto it all the time, which as soon as you cut the power to it, it starts at 0. And I don't know how far it goes. It may only go up to 999 and start over again, or 99 and start over again. So anyway, I know how to check it. Every 100 actual miles, my odometer on my dash gauges reads is 83, so I can figure out exactly how many miles I'm going for the whole trip. Like I said, I should be getting 20 miles to the gallon. Oh, I wanted to read you the the temperatures are actually going to be lower than I thought. I just checked them last night. So Monday in Atlanta, it's only going to be 85 as a high. Partly sunny, maybe a chance of rain. Next day, 89, sunny. Next day, 87, sunny. Next day, 85, sunny. And then the last day at Bristol, it's going to be 80 and rain. Don't know how much rain all day or anything like that, but it's still, you know, a week off. So anyway, those are the temperatures in the 80s. Not bad at all. A lot better than last year where it was in the hundreds. So the dogs will be all right. You know, somebody posted, oh, it's cruel to take the dogs, but it's going to be a lot cooler than last year. Okay, so I don't know, I'll come back when stop at a rest stop. I'll probably stop every couple hours for gas and dog breaks. I'll be back. Okay guys, found a legit rest stop. There's the Highway 20. Got Puppy and Nikki here. Just had to tie Nikki up to go back get my camera. Okay, so we came through Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, then down to Louisiana, down to I-20, and that's where we're at. We're going to, we're just outside of Monroe. Monroe's about 20 miles east. Then we'll be going through Mississippi, Alabama, then Georgia to Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is just south of Atlanta. We've come 377 miles according to my trip odometer. Some of them miles were a little bit out of the way, but I don't know how far we got to go, but it's about, I don't even know what time it is now. This woman up here looks like a lot lizard or something. Their sheriff just came by. But anyway, just figure I'd give you all an update. We'll be, I'm guessing it's probably about 6 o'clock. I don't know. Or I'll rest here or just keep on going. I usually just like keep driving and driving, but we have stopped a few times, but just for a few minutes here and there. Okay, just figure I'll give you an update. Let me give these guys some food and water. I've been giving them water the whole trip. They've been drinking a little bit. So I'll be back. Okay guys, we're just cruising along. I just wanted to mention before I forget, I filled up with gas in Texarkana, $2.99 a gallon, and I just filled up in Monroe, Louisiana, $2.99 a gallon. There was one place I stopped at, and it was $3.46. So I just went in there and got a bag of ice and told them to go fuck themselves. Well, I didn't actually say it, but I wasn't gonna get no gas, just rip-offs. So anyway, almost to Vicksburg, Mississippi, I guess. I may try to get into Motel 6 there, I don't know. I'm not that tired, but poor puppy here, she can't get comfortable enough to sleep. Whereas Nikki there, she's been lounging. She's been sleeping. They're both good travelers. But they need a good night's sleep too, so anyway, it's almost getting dark. I'll be back. Crossing the mighty Mississippi. Mississippi Welcome Center. Now I'm pretty sure there's a rest stop in Mississippi, but I can't remember where. May stop there and give the dogs food and maybe sleep there. I just checked the mileage, about 470 miles, so probably close to 400 to go. And yeah, no problems with the car. Checked all the fluids, last rest stop. Hasn't used any. There's welcome to Mississippi sign. So we got Mississippi, Alabama, then Georgia. So yeah, we're more than halfway. Welcome to Vicksburg. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, just coming out from staying the night at a Motel 6 over there in the corner. I've got to park my car right by the front door. I told them I wanted that type of room. If they didn't have it, I was going to go somewhere else. So anyway, I kept an eye on it all night. Got the dogs all loaded up. We tried stopping at this is Highway 20 here, and we're going Alabama border's just not too far away. Then the major cities will be Tuscaloosa, and then I forgot now. Anyway, it was 61 bucks for the night. It was actually 55, but with tax it was 61, so it wasn't bad. I was stopped at a rest stop way down the road there, about 100 miles, and the dog area was closed. So I tried sleeping in the car. Well, I didn't try sleeping, but it was too muggy out, too humid, and that was like at about 11 o'clock at night. So I drove here, got here about midnight, and then decided to get the room. Dogs enjoyed it. But anyway, we're about to hit the road, get a little breakfast, and I don't know, probably drive all the way to Atlanta Motor Speedway, because I don't think we're that far. I'll have to check the miles, but maybe a couple of 100 miles, and maybe just go there and check it out, see which it's kind of a weird route to get there from the highway, unless you go all the way through Atlanta then down. I'm trying to get a route from going underneath there, so I don't have to go through Atlanta traffic and all that stuff. And just check it out, see if they got any Motel 6s over there, and maybe just book it for a couple of days, beat everybody else. Anyway, good trip so far. I'll be back. Okay guys, just going through Tuscaloosa, stop for gas, cheapest yet, $2.93 a gallon. We're about 45 miles or so to Birmingham, and it's not that far from Birmingham to Atlanta, but I don't know the exact mileage. Anyway, that'll be our next stop. We did stop at a nice rest stop there, and had a nice dog park there. Had a nice walk. Puppy's kind of sleepy. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot better than $4 and something last year on the Power Tour. $4 something a gallon everywhere. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, I've been driving for a while. Way out of Birmingham, about 100 miles to Atlanta, but we're not going into Atlanta. We want to get out, go through the bottom to the Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is in Hampton. So I need to re-look at my map, but looking for a rest stop. Way back there they said there was one at 80 miles, but we've taken a bunch of curves since then, so I don't know if they meant on 20 or somewhere else. But we've just went through Talladega County, signed for the Talladega Speedway, signed for the museum. Of course, I got dogs, so I can't go in the museum. But yeah, I'll have to stop somewhere if can't find a rest stop. Because before, there's not that many roads going south, going up the south way. This 20 here goes into Atlanta through the north. Then you'd have to go right through Atlanta all the way down to the south part, and I want to avoid all that. I know it's just going to be a lot of traffic. Birmingham was pretty, well, it wasn't bad. It's a Saturday right now, but it's a pretty big city. The I-20 went right through the middle of it. Old city. But yeah, also, yeah, everybody's been either wave at my car, honk. Every time I get gas, I get a 2 or 3, 4 people come over. Hey, I seen your car from a distance. I had to come check it out. And at the Motel 6, there's a bunch of people wanting to bullshit. So yeah, it's attracting a lot of attention. Here's a sign here for Atlanta 100. But I think if we go in through the bottom, it'll probably be closer to 70 miles, maybe 60. I don't know. I don't want to miss the turn off, so I'm gonna have to stop somewhere. Anyway, I just figure I'd give you an update. Okay, guys, we're here. That's it right there, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Finally made it. That taking the back roads instead of the highway is for the birds coming here. I don't know how these little towns have so many friggin' red lights. Yeah, anyway, we're in the town of Hampton. I guess I'll look for, I think they do have a Motel 6. I remember seeing it on a map a while back. That's our little airport there for the bigwigs to fly in. Atlanta Speedway Airport. There's some entrances here. Yeah, if I didn't mention, they have a dragway park here too. Might have been the main entrance, I don't know. And you can take your car down there if you got a legal helmet. So anyway, I made it. I didn't check the mileage, see how many miles I went, but I can't see much from here. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys. I added it up, 904 total miles. I went around the mulberry bush there a few times, so that's... Anyway, there isn't a Motel 6 in this area for some strange reason. There's every other motel place. There was one up closer in Atlanta, but a little bit leery about the city of Atlanta. So this is due south, and this is actually the next town south of Hampton. I forget the name of it, but about 10 miles south of the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So this is I had to look up on the internet, and Red Roof Inn is the only one that doesn't charge extra for dogs. I called a bunch of Econo Lodge and all that. There's actually a bunch of motels in this little town, and I called a few of them. Yeah, they want like 90 something a night plus 50 extra for the dog. So anyway, I got this room for the next couple of nights. It was she said Saturday night's the most expensive, so she did $100 for me and the 2 dogs, and then 90 or 80 for the next night. And I went ahead and got it for the 3 nights. So after the power tour day on Monday, I'll stay here. and then Tuesday morning we're heading to Columbia, South Carolina. So anyway, the dogs are happy on here. Fixing to take them out for a walk. Puppies. I fed them some Arby's burgers. They don't like their dry dog food a lot, but anyway, I think that'll end the video unless I take some shots and include it tomorrow. I got a free day tomorrow. I could go up to the Speedway because it's early day to register for the long haulers and the whatever. But I got the multi-day pass because they're out of the long hauler, and they said those guys couldn't pre-register. But I may go up there anyway. It's only 10 miles up the road, and maybe just take some shots of some cars in the parking lot and include that at the end of this one. If not, the next video will be what's going on Monday on the power tour. I'm going to check for a kennel around here and maybe put the dogs. They may be all right here. I'll have to ask. I don't think they'll whine or anything, but anyway, put them in for a few hours and then go inside Monday and do some filming and stuff like that. So that'll be what the next video is about. What'll all happen Monday at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then every day following that. Got Columbia, South Carolina Tuesday, Rockingham Wednesday, Concord, North Carolina Thursday, and Bristol, Tennessee Friday. So I'll try to do a video every day. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And if there's no clips on this video from tomorrow, I'll put it on the next one. Okay guys, we're here Sunday. This is for the credential pickups for the long haulers and stuff. But it's just been pissing down rain all morning. It just now stopped. And I was gonna see if maybe they could give me credentials for the multi-day pass, but I don't know. Kinda doubt they're going to, but merchandise over there. I'm gonna go see. It's really cool out, so I can leave the dogs. Nikki here, puppy. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I was going up to the merch thing right there, but there's a line up, so I didn't want to wait. Just drive around a little bit and probably just leave. It doesn't officially open till tomorrow. They said these are just got people here to get their credentials. Yeah, I was gonna see if I can get one of those Hot Rod Power Tour 2023 decals put across the windshield. But guy trailers in here. Go through here. Nomad. Well, which way I came in now? Another guy trailering it in. Did I come in through there? Yeah, I think I came in through up there. Okay guys, sneak peek. We'll be back tomorrow.